Hello everybody, this is LWDQ, and I am going to put a little demonstration and some tips on with my Beastlord how I've learned what I do anyway to juggle more than one mob at a time. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to pull this one here. I'm going to become assist. I just like to see the targeting ring. It has no really effect on this thing I'm going to try to show. Anyway, and I'm going to see if I can get a double pull here, and I'll show you, which I should. Yep, I got two. How I. All right. I very quickly put my pet on the second one because it hit me. So I'm going to retarget this. Start going to town. It has initial aggro on my pet and now me. And for a little bit here, I'm going to switch targets here. This is really the whole deal is switching targets and using the drop aggro macro that I have showed. I will show it again on what to do to drop the aggro. And now I feel like, yeah, I'm going to throw some dots on it. Can help the DPS go a little bit faster. After I drop these dots on it, I'm going to put my pet back on it again, and I'm going to switch targets with it. Switch the target. Come over here on this guy. Start going to town on him. Now he's going to stay, he's not going to get, he's going to be slow to anger toward me because my pet built up a lot more aggro against him. My pet has got aggro generating summon mage weapons on him. I've found that since I've been grouping a little bit more, I die a little bit more often, and I can't keep up like on my necro, completely tricking out my pet like I can on my necro. My necro, I determine how much chance I'm willing to take, and I can make sure that I'm not going to die. Whereas with a group, you have less control, so that makes it more fun and stuff like that. So I tend to, I'm going to go ahead and play that possum one more time. That drops the aggro against this mob as well as the other mob too. If the dots on it were having much of an effect. Now I'm going to throw some swarm pets on it one more time. Switch back over. Strafe over here. Target him. And hit some more dots on this guy. And you can do it by going back and forth like this, or you could just, pretty much stay on one mob and just keep dropping that aggro. Using this right here. I do it like this because my AC is nothing to write home about on this guy at this level, at this top level here. I've got some outdated augs and a little bit. I should probably have at least, I'm guessing, at least another 1,000 AC than I have. Currently my AC is at 7,600 and change, self-buffed with the Merc buffs on me. And that is something that is, compared to my Ranger, which isn't exactly a super great tank class, by the way. And also, if safe right here, doing like this, you can just target this other guy, throw the dots on him. And the pet's attacking this guy over here. He's not attacking this. But he's staying mad at Elwood because Elwood's he's good like that. Merc's keeping him alive, fine. If I was a little worried, that's why I have this heal up all the time now instead of a nuke. When I'm soloing, you can just salve him up and boom, that helps the Merc out a little bit. And I also have the pet room that will go off on this macro also. This one right here. Pet room. So the pet room will go off, and then I also got nature salve, which is like a radiant. So it gets rid of diseases and poisons and crap like that. I don't think there's a heal component with it, like with there's a spell that rangers have that has a heal component. That one doesn't, I don't think. So there's that one. Come over here. Put my pet out momentarily. Come on. Little guys, help out. There you go. And we're good. And that's how I'm able to tank a couple at a time. So if you get a little frustrated trying to get a single pull, if you're kind of a guy like me, and you like to try to get single pulls when you're soloing, with the Beastlord, I'm finding out that it's not necessarily super important to be able to do that. The pet enhanced minion level I have on my pet is 31. This is the FV server, and even though I'm really not much of a raider, I was able to purchase that for an obscene amount of plat. Actually, I think a guildmate helped me out with this one. It's the EM30 I had. It's on my Necro now that I paid an obscene amount of plat. But when you consider the best group level enhanced minion for the Outer Brood, I believe top group level was 27. It's still 3 levels higher. EM30 is 3 levels higher. This guy right here is 4 levels higher at 31. The absolute max is 33 right now for the enhanced minion. So he's not he isn't the max level, but I don't need max level. I'm fine. You guys know how I am. I'm fine for what I do, and this is now, I think, this is my permanent Sunday character. I like to play in my guild, doing streams and hanging out in a Sunday group, streaming group that I do with this guy. He's a happy medium in this guild for me because I can solo with him and get stuff done on my own with him, but also he's valuable in the groups a little bit more than my Necro was. So there's that. I still maintain that my Ranger is the most fun. He's the character I play on the Saturday groups for streaming, and I really have lots of fun on him. But this is a nice little mix. He's more fun than my Necro, and he's able to be independent enough and things like that. So that's Rafus, my Beastlord here. I'm learning more about him, how to play the class a little bit better, solo as well as in groups too, because in a group I have noticed that Barrage of Claws, I can find it here. The Barrage of Claws rank 2 I have isn't it? I already knew it. It's an AoE attack though. It's sort of a cone in front of you. Typically when it says 3 targets in front of you in this game, it's not like unless it says beam, which is straight in front of you, it usually goes in sort of a cone shape. So that can be problematic in groups, and you lose a little bit of DPS. But the way I view this class, it's not necessarily a DPS class. It's more of a Midland class, where sort of middle of the road DPS with a good amount of utility and some tanking with the pet, sort of a jack of all trades type of pet class. Whereas the other 2 pet classes are much more specialized. Necros are very specialized with dot damage, and mages are more specialized with summoning things, as well as pets obviously, but summoning gear and things like that, doing Call of Hero as well as direct damage. That sounds like not very specialized, but I mean, in combat they're specialized in nuking. Okay, that's what they do, is they send the pet in and then they nuke. Okay, Necros, They send their pet in and they dot. That's the combat vibe, right? Beastlords, they send their pet in. They can do dots. They can do nukes. They melee. They got shaman-like buffs that can help groups a lot. They're a decent class to have if you're absent as shaman and you don't have access to be able to get a shaman, or you just don't feel like it. It's like we don't want to. It's not worth the trouble. Somebody logging on their shaman on their box group or some crap like that. So you already got a Beastlord with you, and you're really mainly doing group content like group missions or just quests and stuff like that. Maybe even rare, doing the hunter for the rares and stuff. Beastlord's fine. So you can be useful with that. I don't know. That's how I look at it anyway. So yeah, having fun. Having fun with them. His little karate moves. Little roundhouse kicks, round kicks. I think look kind of cool. And I've settled a little bit more on a two-handed blunt type weapon as my choice. I know it's not. And in groups, if I was raiding more, I would use the two-handed weapons here that I have, which again, I have a guildmate to thank for loaning me these. Or Trainer of Scales and Unbalanced Club. I believe they were raid weapons. He was actually thinking about making a Beastlord also. Jack was. And so I got those on loan, as well as a few pieces of armor too. This is why I kept my older armor in here, because eventually if he makes his character and he gets it up there, or has it power leveled or whatever, he's gonna want the stuff I have on my character back, and that's fine. If I don't find better, could be a year from now, maybe that I'll be in the next X pack and I won't need it as much. You never know. People kind of drift in and out too. Maybe he'll get sick of playing EverQuest for a while. He'll take a break for a few months, and there's that too. So never know. So there we go. So that's just the quick video I was going to put on, and I am out of here. Have a great rest of your day.